Hello everyone, very warm welcome. This is Judith. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we're talking about twin flames. We're talking about the twin flame journey. We are like raising the frequency, right? And aligning with our harmonious twin flame union, aligning with love, aligning with peace and joy and all of those high vibrational things. And on our way we have to deal with a lot of things, right? There are issues, and we are like the ones that are really determined to clear the blocks and to bring everything to this frequency that is in the middle, right? To shift everything out of polarity and come to this place of union, to this place of love, of unconditional love. And that's really much more than a relationship, as you might know. But it also is a beautiful and healthy relationship with our divine beloved, right? We've been created together with this reflection of ourselves. It's our opposite, right? Our divine counterpart. And this divine counterpart has always been there with us and will always be there with us, right? That's my understanding. But of course it matters whether we are together in this lifetime or not. And there are a lot of things, right, that we have to deal with. And one thing is addictions. Yeah, and so we both twins could go through those things, and it's very likely if you had an addiction or maybe still have an addiction, then most likely your twin flame also has an addiction or some kind of an addiction or had an addiction, right? So we go through those things, and it can be substances, it can be all kinds of things, and along the journey, it's sometimes not easy to stay in unconditional love when it comes to those things, because we are judging the other guy. most of the time we're not judging ourselves, but probably the other guy, right? And for example, when it comes the thing with addictions is they are coping mechanisms, and they are the things, the wounds that we are coping with are created in early childhood, right? So it's really very connected to our path and to healing things, and it's not always easy. And it's sometimes it's very easy to blame the other guy, to not get rid of something, right? To not get rid of a third party, right? Of an old relationship, to get rid of an addiction, to get rid of maybe a toxic workplace or whatever it is. But when we are like very honest with ourselves, then most likely we also have those patterns going on. It's maybe not in the same way, but still we have that, right? And so the addictions are always what they're always giving us, the feeling that we can fill a certain void within ourselves, right? Or we can at least numb the feelings so that we don't have to feel the pain of this void. Yeah, and that's a very real thing for a lot of twin flames, and of course many more people on the planet. And we have those voids, right? We have this emptiness inside of ourselves, and of course what fills this void is the divine, right? And the reconnecting to the divine, and the knowledge that there's nothing wrong with us, and that we still are who we are. And Spirit gave me this card today. It says regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And There's a lot of red here, so it's very connected to the root chakra. And so this is the chakra that we develop first. I think it's up to 3 years, and everything that we experience up in this at this age is like building our root chakra. So how secure are we feeling in this world, right? And the addictions very often address the root chakra. So I'm talking of my own experience, right? I had a eating disorder, and this for sure was something that I didn't know any other way of coping with those feelings that I had, right? Due to things that I experienced in my childhood, throughout my childhood, right? Not throughout, but repeatedly, different things that have to do with narcissistic abuse. And yeah, and I didn't have any other way of coping than to develop an addiction, right? And really there is often a lot of regret when it comes to those things. And of course I also see other people around me, and this was not the only addiction. I've smoked a lot, right? This was maybe I regret those things. Why? Because I was not connected to myself. It's like having an addiction is like being married to this addiction. It's really all that you can think about. Your whole world secretly revolves around that. So you are not present. You are not truly present with other people. You're not truly present with the people that you love. And there's a lot of regret in this, right? But really, we don't have to regret that so much. So first of all, we have to be compassionate with our twin flame, if there is such a thing as an addiction, and we feel like judging them, because it can be hurtful, right? If you think of, for example, sex addiction, something like that, then this can be very hurtful to know this, right? But we should really not come from a place of judgment, whatever addiction it is. We should just then step back if we cannot come from a place of love and work through our issues, and know that whatever addiction someone chooses, there is a deep wound behind that, and there is this void, right? This darkness that is so painful to face. Yeah. And of course, I think nobody can do this alone. Oh yes, we can do it alone, but like we have to work through this with the divine by our side, right? With God, with the universe supporting us. And it's a journey to take, and for some people this journey starts very late, really, in their life, and that's where this regret comes in, right? It's a different thing if you deal with that maybe early on in your 20s, or if you feel like you've wasted your whole life. That's a big difference, right? So yeah, we need to be compassionate with this, and just know that those healing those wounds and also finding a way to shift out of this numbness is part of the twin flame journey, right? If you need help with that, if you feel stuck in any way, if this resonates in any way, check out my offers. You find a link in the description box, and I also offer 15-minute free spots. You can just contact me if you want to book a spot like this. It's free, and we just check a little bit where you're at on your journey and what next steps would be best for you to take, right? But that's a very open offer. There's nothing, you don't have to book a session afterwards or anything. It's just a little bit to show you what I can do for you, right? If you're interested. And you can also choose to sign up for a free meditation. That's also in the description box, that has helped me to shift my vibration to a place of self-love, right? Which is like unconditional love, but with the focus on loving yourself, because that's where you need to start. That's where everything starts, right? Yeah, and if you start to love yourself, if you start to move in to self-love, then that's also shifting the vibration for your twin flame, right? That's always like, because you share one consciousness, so that's the specific effect that this has on your twin flame, right? You're healing alongside each other. And your healing, of course, always has an effect on other people that are surrounding you, because coming from a place of love is always either emphasizing their light or shining light on their shadows, and or role modeling for them. Yeah, it's contagious also in a way, right? So yeah, we have introduced something new. If you have any questions or anything that in relation to this, please leave a comment. I will always read them. I will always try to also create content if you have a question, or send me an email. Let me know what's on your mind, and I create a video, right? So, sorry for that. We have our little cubes. And I'm just choosing one, or let Spirit choose one and roll it. The dice. Oh, we have this depressed little character here. Don't know why it's not focusing here. He's frowning, right, and looking very unhappy. So, oh my gosh, this is confirmation for that you're on track. I don't know how to put this. The last one we had were question marks, a question mark, and this is now a frown. So how could this show up to give you the confirmation that you are on track? Maybe someone is sending you a message with a smiley like this, right? Smiley, it's not a smiley, with an emoji, of this kind, right? So this could be confirmation that you are on track if you receive a message with an emoji of this kind. Watch out for this. Or you see this somewhere, maybe in an advert or on YouTube, or yeah, you see emojis quite a bit everywhere. So watch out for this one. It's confirmation that you are on track on your twin flame journey, right? And if you do a lot of shadow work, and this is maybe you moving through your shadows, then this is confirmation that this is the right thing for you to do right now. I actually wanted to start the video with that, but it didn't. I don't know, I chose otherwise. I moved through quite a bit those last days, so you are not alone. It is the time now to really move through deep stuff, right? So I've been cutting karmic ties, and that's also something I could show you how to do this, and also move through the issues that are still keeping up those ties together with you, resolving them, and then cut those cords, because the karmic bonds, right, the karmic cords, the karmic relationships, they really need to go. And karmic it's not only like the partner of your twin flame that we often call the karmic, but yeah, we also have karmic partners in our lives, right? It's not only a romantic partner, but it could be family members, it could be other people that are karmic to us. Usually it's not a lot of people. It's usually, I don't know usually, but I would say it's below 5 people. Yeah, it's not even 5 people. It's what I would see like as an average. Of course, I don't know if this is true for you, but karmic relationships, yeah, it's not like you have 20 of them. That would be overwhelming. Maybe you have them, but they would not all show up in one lifetime. Let's put it this way, right? Yeah, so I know that this is helpful stuff. This will keep you going now along the journey. We are moving towards Christmas, so I will come up with a juicy offer for you for sure to teach you things and to get you through this dark time where we have only very little light, so we are forced to let our own light shine to get through the darkness of the days and nights right now. Yeah, so I can feel your light. It feels so good and so juicy to me. It's so nice to be in this twin flame frequency, in this unconditional love, in this freedom and peace together with you and with your twin flames, because their energy is always with you, is always with us, and we can feel them too. So have a beautiful day, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now.